guys, welcome back to Missing Out Mondays, where we tell you what we're into. Start your week off right. I'm Tauri Jay.
I'm Lex Michael.
Lex Michael, what are you into this week?
Okay, so this week I watched an absolutely bananas movie called Between Worlds starring Nic Cage.
Okay.
So I can't really talk about this movie without spoiling the crap out of it, so I'm going to spoil the crap out of it. It's not the best movie, but it's bananas, so some of you might enjoy this thing. Ready? Spoilers for this bonkers movie. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm spoiling Between Worlds. So Between Worlds has two, if you Google Between Worlds poster, you get two very distinct poster designs. One looks like a fairly bland, almost mid-90s domestic thriller, and the other looks like Nicolas Cage's The Last Witch Hunter. It looks like he's hunting demons or something, and neither resembles each other, and neither resembles the movie that they actually made. The movie they actually made is a story about a guy named Joe, that's Nicolas Cage, whose wife and daughter have died, and he meets a woman played by Franca Potente, and she has a daughter. Joe comes to discover that the daughter is possessed by his dead wife. So at a certain point, he establishes this, and they become closer, and they sort of, they pick up their relationship where it left off, in a sense.
Yeah.
So they're having a whole bunch of sex. And at a certain point, while they're having sex, his wife, his dead wife, in the body of the daughter of the woman he's now involved in with, gross,
Okay.
asks him during intercourse to read to her from something called Memories, which he does. Memories, and you see the cover in his hand as he reads from it. Memories appears to be a small laminated blue pamphlet written by Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
Whose name you can see on the front cover.
Okay.
And at the end of the movie, ultimately the daughter gets her body back, but we go inside the spirit realm where the ending gets blurry for me. I think her mom gets shot and is maybe dead now and exists on that plane, and we see the little girl version of the daughter, and we see the dead wife in person, in the quote-unquote flesh for the first time.
Yeah.
I think it's Lydia Hearst of the Hearst family.
Okay.
One scene, but then the daughter ends up back in her own body. She runs off with the young male character in the movie, and then Nicolas Cage lights himself on fire.
Cool.
It's bananas.
Yeah.
It is bananas. Again, seek it out, not because it's a particularly great movie, because
It's not.
But it's nanners. It's super nanners, and I'm a big fan of bananas cinema.
How much of Nicolas Cage's butthole do you see during the sex scenes?
How imaginative are you?
I'm very
Because if
imaginative.
you think about it, you could see it in any scene in any film.
It's not true.
I don't know, man. When was the last time you watched Phantom Menace?
Yesterday.
Did you see it?
Can you feel it? Like a train? No. His butthole is not in Phantom Menace. Gross. Okay. That sounds interesting. What was it called again?
Between Worlds.
Between Worlds, starring Nicolas Cage.
It's one of these, Nicolas Cage clearly loves to work, or he's real bad with money, or both. But he's doing a ton of these B-movie, usually straight to home media, little like thrillers, little bonkers things. And every so often he does something like Mandy, which we've talked about on the show, which is also bananas, but it is, kind of rapturously received by the people it's received by.
Right.
And it's doing something that hits people exactly the right way.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of movies in between his movies like that don't necessarily clear that bar, but every once in a while one of them is this weird that I feel like it might merit a look.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I'm down to check it out. So this guy, I'm pointing to myself, is, as you might know, or maybe you don't, Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out tomorrow, January 29th, and it is a much anticipated thing. I've been waiting 16 years. Well, technically, I've been waiting since 2006, but with the in-between games, I've been waiting 8 years. It's been a long journey. I've been playing these games for 16 years. And so I had decided to go back through all the games. So I played 1, 2, 362 days over 2, or 368 days over 2, or whatever it is. And currently, I'm just about to wrap up Birth by Sleep, which is the second to latest game in the series. The only one after it being Dream Drop Distance, which is available on the 2.8 release for PS4, which is basically just like a shiny, overpriced thing that they included to make you spend more money. But all that to say, what I'm into this week is the full Kingdom Hearts series.
Okay.
And as of tomorrow, Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm going to get it and I'm going to love it, and no one spoil it for me. No one's going to hear from me for the next month.
What I've heard is that it's the first time a lot of people like the gummy ship.
Oh, really?
People are actually digging the gummy ship. Was not. I eventually got used to it and could enjoy it in a fairly mindless way, but it took me a while to get on board with the gummy ship in the previous games.
Yes, I would say that in the first one it was a slog. In the second one, it was a bit more cinematic and dynamic, and so like it was a lot more fun to play. And then they like stopped including it, which was great. So I'm wondering how they're gonna do it in the third one.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with news about the third one too terribly much. I know that they're integrating Pixar stuff. I know that they hang out with Frozen characters.
Yeah.
And I think they go back to more pirates.
Yes.
But that's about all probably Winnie the Pooh again, because he keeps coming back.
Winnie the Pooh is in all of them. I've been steering clear of any specific news. Like I watched the first couple trailers, and then they kept releasing trailers, and there have been like leaks, and so I've been trying to isolate myself from those things. And literally all I've been doing is just absorbing as much lore as I can. So I've been like watching back cover, and I've been watching the recoded movie and all that stuff. Like I'm just been taking it all in so that I can enjoy the third game, because
Right.
like the second one, they kind of just, I think that they're going to just throw you in to this world without any additional pretext or context.
Yeah.
Because 2 required the additional information of 2 extra games for you to even understand who you are in the first 3 hours of the game.
Yep.
And then a lot of pieces throughout the series have no context unless you've played those other 2 games, which three whatever over 2 didn't come out until after 2, so that you had no means of having that context, which was dumb.
It definitely felt like an overload of information that wasn't tethered to anything.
Yes. So the lore is everywhere. And so I'm trying to get as much lore from all the games that I didn't play, or all the games you can't play, like the stuff from like even back cover, which is essentially a cinematic version of the story from the mobile game, which was like I forget what it was called, like Kingdom Key or whatever. Even that, you have to is all the backstory like before the Keyblade War, which informs like this box that and the Keyblade that the main bad guy uses, and you're like, oh fuck, like I need, this is stuff you need to know. So that's what I've been doing, is I've been absorbing all the lore so that this game actually makes sense to me, and it's not just me smashing things with hearts on them.
Got it. Well, when you pick it up and you play it, you will let me know if it is something I absolutely need to engage with.
Oh, I will. I mean, whether it's good or bad, I'm gonna be like, you gotta play this game. It's amazing. Sora, you gotta be goofy. You gotta hang out with Kairi. You gotta find Riku. Riku's cool now. He's not a douche anymore. He's so cool now.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
he's
nice to
much
hear.
better. Like first game, he was bad. Second game, he got better.
I definitely didn't want to hang out with him in the first game.
Well, he's great. He's great now.
Oh, that's good.
If you had played Recoded, he's great in that too.
I didn't.
Yeah. Well, he's great.
All right.
Riku's all-star. Hey now, Riku's an all-star. Get your game on. Go play Kingdom Hearts 3. Coming out tomorrow.
You're going to get at
for
least
PS4 and Xbox One.
at least one cease and desist. You're going to get.
That's fine. Kingdom Hearts 3.
I collect them.
And I do not desist, nor do I cease. But guys, tell us what you're into. You can do so by hitting us up on our social, which is Missing Outcast. That's MissingOutcast. That is on Instagram and on Twitter. Or you can hit up our personal socials. Lex Michael, where can they find you?
I am on Twitter and Instagram at the Lex Michael.
Tight. I'm at Tauri Jay, TaurijAY, both on Instagram and Twitter. And then also, if you want to go onto our iTunes or our Google Play Store or whatever platform you found us and hit us up with a rating or review, that really helps us continue to bring this great content to you. So let people know what you think about it, and we read them here on the show whenever we get them. If we just get a rating, we will acknowledge that. If we get a review, we will read them. So thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Young Justice, the DC animated series available on DC Universe. I don't know if they've pulled it off of Netflix yet, but I know the first 2 seasons used to be on there. So check it out if you haven't had the chance, and we'll be talking about it tomorrow. Oh, yeah.
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 We love you.
Totally. And I'm gonna try out our sweet new sign off. You ready? Are you guys ready for our sweet new sign off?
Check my notes. Check my notes here real quick.
This has been okay. I'm ready.
Ready?
This has been the retrospective that's introspective, and now you have a new
Perspective.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
I
got to tag up at the end.
Yeah.
To be fair, you set that up pretty explicitly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like that Beastie Rap game that you play at Improv. I'll explain it later if you're not familiar. All right, guys. Bye.